So after enjoying a nice soak in the tamales and a very cold but quiet night, we decided to head into the jungle of Ecuador and see what it had to offer.
That was sketchy. Yeah, that was like the whole thing's moving as you go. It's a suspension bridge, but our truck, I would say with the mirrors out, had, what was it, an inch?
It was inches on either side.
Yeah, and then a few inches on the roof. So we were probably the size limit for that bridge, and it just moved so much. And midway across, the whole thing's trying to start swaying sideways and front to back, and it's like all the suspension wires are super rusty. It was interesting. Definitely got my heart rate going. I was already picturing the drop and like, I think I'd live. Would I? Seatbelt on better? Not better? I need to get out in the water when I land? But that was exciting.
We were enjoying little back roads and hoping that there was a way to get across a big river that was in our route. On the map, it said there was a ferry, so with no way of knowing what that meant exactly, we just had to go and check it out. We made it to the river, and it was a big river. Unfortunately, what the map had called a ferry was only a pulley system across the river, which was not made for vehicles, and unfortunately, it was the only way across. But this is what was powering the pulley.
4-cylinder engine, Toyota engine, out of like a, he was saying it was out of a 3.5 or something like that. I don't know if he means it's a 3.5 liter.
And it's to get stuff across.
Yeah, so this rope goes up, and then there's the cart up there, and it goes across the river. And so it's got the engine, radiator to a transmission, drive shaft to a commercial truck differential, and then that goes to the line to carry stuff across. It's a Toyota 3B diesel engine. So would that be out of a late 40, FJ40 or something like that, or a 60 series from the 80s? Wow, pretty cool.
So with no way across the big river, it was back to the main road. Luckily, we had suspected this might be the case and had planned another route back so we would get to see new sights. There was, however, another little bridge that we hoped Goose would fit on. Again, all we could do was go see for ourselves. We were able to make our way towards a little preserve area in the jungle we had scoped out on the map, and today was the day for river crossings. Whether it was a sketchy bridge or an old diesel engine, we found ourselves at yet another crossing, but this time there was no engine to power it.
Sending me across.
All right, see ya.
Well, that was a fun ride across the river. Now I just gotta find my way to the main road, where hopefully Tim can cross the river in the truck and I can get some good shots for you guys.
We tracked through the jungle for an hour or so. We even picked up a dog friend who ran alongside us until we made camp at the end of the road.
So we pulled up to this ranger station kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's some, it's kind of like a hiking trail start from here, but really most of the people are just walking in before that river crossing that we did. And as you pull up, you hear like voices yelling. Turns out it's just a ham radio inside, but it's kind of creepy to pull up to like a vacant looking building and then have like voices and no one's answering when you say like, hola, like no one's there. So it's kind of funny.
It's cool. Kind of middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden so much work.
Yeah.
And so much lumber and ham radio connected to a pretty good size base station. It's neat.
We decided this was the perfect place to replenish our water supply, so Tim got his workout in lugging a few jerry cans full of water from the river up to camp, and we spent the afternoon filtering water for all our various tanks and septic cans. It rained the whole night that night, and in the morning we were a little worried about that river crossing. We figured we might be camping there tonight, waiting for the water to go down. So we said goodbye to our dog, or tried to, and headed out. He wasn't having any of it, and proceeded to follow along next to Goose. It seemed to be his favorite game.
All right, this is our little buddy who's followed us on the way in. He followed us, what do you think, that was 2 miles?
Yeah,
And now on the way out, he's still following us. He has no plans of stopping yet, but he followed us another couple miles back out. So, I'm going to give you a treat, okay? Oh, yeah.
I've never really gone into it. I've never gone.
and one bite that's gone.
And I've never been to that. I think that part of that has been because, I don't trust a lot.
It's gone already? You're amazing.
And so for me to like go, I felt inside and it felt like it wasn't going to lead anywhere. I mean, I'll meet somebody, good friends, and if I don't, then I'm
No.
Dating without a question. Be alone, or meet someone some other way, but not like doing that.
It's insane. Those are so dense too. I mean, like, we can barely eat them. They're so dense. And he's like, whoop. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oh.
Never played that game before.
Yeah, I haven't played that one before. Oh. Yeah, you got it. Oh. Nice. Oh. All right, we're going high on this one. No, back. Stay. Hey. No. He just wants you to be handed to him. I know, it's a lot easier that way. You don't see the point of jumping. For my entertainment. Oh.
Wet bread.
Makes it easier. Shoot. Nice job, boy. That's it. Good job. Good job, boy. Good boy. Good boy. Muy bien. Hasta luego, perro. We'll probably see you through early.
Now he's got energy and he's leading the way.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing 15 miles an hour and he's just flying ahead of us. And he's stopping to mark everything and then he'll get running again. There he goes. Just finished marking.
Eventually, we came across a group of people that were hiking in to where we had been the night before, and our doggy friend had some new people to hang out with. So, with a little tinge of sadness, we watched him fade off into the distance, but at the same time, glad he didn't keep following us. Now our thoughts were back on the water crossing ahead. The water was indeed higher, and there was a moment while crossing where Tim and I held our breath, but Goose made it safely to the other side, and we both breathed a sigh of relief. Thanks for watching! Join us next time as we visit a little town and continue to explore beautiful Ecuador.